Welcome to Findlay, Ohio, folks. Findlay, Ohio is home to Marathon Gas. It is home to the Hancock County Fair, and it's a pretty cool place if you ask me. We're downtown Findlay right now. I'm currently staying at the Marriott. I didn't have a chance to check out downtown, so I decided, hey, before I leave and head back home, let me check out downtown Findlay. And then I got here and I was like, what a cutie patootie. You know, downtown Findlay is really charming. So I figured there's a lot of people who are looking for the University of Findlay, or they're going to do something in Findlay. Perhaps they're going to be moving here to work for Marathon or Whirlpool, some of the biggest employers in this region. And they're trying to figure out how cool Findlay is. So I'm making this video for you guys, and we're walking downtown Findlay. There's an arcade bar place down here. That's why I came here in the first place. All right, guys, sunset in Findlay, Ohio. It's a beautiful view, but man, the lighting isn't great for this gorgeous building in front of us. It's just casting a shadow. So here it is. This is kind of like downtown Findlay's courthouse. It's it's the Hancock County Courthouse in downtown Findlay. Go ahead and read that if that's important to you. And it's really pretty. It kind of reminds me of Terre Haute, Indiana, but on a way larger scale. It says Hancock up there. I mean, buildings like this, they don't make them like this. If I ever won the lottery, I'd live in a place like this just so that I can die and haunt it. It's so beautiful. I love it. So here we are in downtown Findlay, and it's just such a cute downtown. You know, what I really appreciate about Ohio is it's pure Americana. This is like uncut, 100% fine Ohio Americana. And honestly, mwah, chef's kiss. This place is beautiful. Ooh, maybe this will be the screenshot. What do you think? This will be the thumbnail. Findlay, Ohio. Walking tour. Okay. Thanks, guys. So again, back to the original point. So you're thinking of coming to Findlay. Let me tell you what you're not seeing here. You're not seeing this kind of like strip that has a mall and all these stores. They have Red Lobster. Like, Findlay has a lot. There's a lot going on here. And there's also a lot of really great food. When I was at the Hancock County Fair, there was all these vendors, and you had like lamb and like farm to fork restaurants. It was actually kind of cool. And I had no idea there was a university here. I learned so much about Findlay. I'm actually, Whirlpool Corporation is here. You've got Marathon headquarters, that's here. I mean, there's so much in Findlay that's more than meets the eye. And you're 2 hours from everything. That's one thing that I thought this should be called the 2-hour town. So in my time here in Findlay, I flew into Dayton. It was roughly 2 hours away. My coworker flew in from Cleveland. It's roughly 2 hours away. Originally, I was going to fly into Detroit, which is roughly 2 hours away. Toledo is only about 45 minutes away, and Cincinnati's 2 hours away. Fort Wayne, Indiana is roughly 2 hours away. So like I said, this is the 2-hour town. You're 2 hours from a lot of different cities, a lot of different markets. Not the best for drinking and driving, but excellent for that for that adventurous soul. Am I right? So Toledo is only 45 minutes away, but if you're flying in, only Allegiant flies to Toledo. So it's like, who's gonna fly Allegiant? No one flies Allegiant unless you're coming from like Midway Airport. It's just Allegiant is kind of not an airline many of us have access to. It doesn't even fly out of my local airport. So if you're willing to fly Allegiant, you can fly. But I had a good time coming in through Dayton, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio, it's hit or miss. I fly into Cleveland to go to customers in Avon Lakes. So if you land during a certain time in Cleveland, Ohio, you will catch traffic. Dayton, Ohio has like no traffic. You could also fly into Cincinnati, which is home to Skyline Chili, which is really, really gross. So you look through my videos and you'll see that the last time I was in Cleveland, I reviewed Skyline Chili. These Ohioans had the audacity to recommend Skyline Chili, talking about how it's like a homegrown hero and a taste of Ohio. My dude, it's spaghetti with chili. It is literally the most disgusting combination. I can't believe it ever took off. And I would not be using it as like, hey, representing my state. Have you ever thought of throwing some nasty, non-spicy, undercooked, big bean chili in some very under-seasoned spaghetti and calling it a day? Hell, I'll make a franchise out of it. So that's just some street wisdom I picked up. Mind you, I'm from Chicago. Now let's talk pizzas. AJ's Heavenly Pizza. AJ's Heavenly Pizza here in Findlay, Ohio is phenomenal. I ordered it for the crew while we were working. That pizza is so good. It's big square pizzas. With one jumbo, you could easily feed like a family of 5. So while you're here in Findlay, definitely check out AJ's Heavenly Pizza. If you're here during the Hancock County Fair, it's a really cool fair with lots of 4-H competitions, and we saw like bull riding and kids chasing chickens. I'll be editing that and putting it on the channel. So if you're curious, and it's about a month from August 2024, it should be on the channel and ready to rock. So anyway, the Hancock County Fair is really cool. If you head out by Whirlpool, you're gonna see that they've set up a bunch of windmills to harness the power. That Whirlpool location, about 80% of its power is generated naturally through those wind turbines. Even if you're not here for Whirlpool, it is cool. Get out there and check out those massive wind farms. You won't be disappointed. All right, so what else can I tell you about Findlay, Ohio? Okay, the beaches. So Toledo, for example, Toledo has beaches. Don't go to those beaches. Those beaches on the Toledo Inlet are nasty. I'm talking green and blue algae on the beach and the Reno Beach. And you also have just that inlet in general. There's a lot of oil and gas. There's a whole lot of different industries that they put on it. And because of that, the water, it's really not great. However, if you continue towards Sandusky, Ohio, and you go by Cedar Point, which, by the way, Cedar Point is only 2 hours away. Guys, if you're in Findlay, Ohio, Cedar Point, the world's largest and most highly rated theme park, is only 2 hours away. That is pretty awesome, if you ask me. So when I was out there, I learned that there's an island chain. A chain of islands by Marlboro Lighthouse. There's ferries that take you in between the different islands. So while you're here in Findlay, if you ever want to get away, you're literally about 2 hours away from a subtropical experience and heading over to Marlboro Lighthouse. And once you're at Marlboro Lighthouse, you're going to see that you could go swimming, you can go to Cedar Creek, you can go to Sandusky. Sandusky, downtown Sandusky's, I think I also have a tour of that on this channel. It's got a downtown area that is really cute. Some sandwich shops, some parks along. They have parks along the coast, as well as kind of like a live music venue, a live music viewing venue. So I hope that what you're taking away from all of this is that if you find yourself in Findlay, Ohio, there is a lot to do here. And if you find yourself coming here for the university or for work, you really kind of hit a good little slice of Americana. Findlay is definitely a place that I would say you're not going to regret spending some time in. And it's not going to waste your time. You're going to have a good time. You're going to make some memories here. Look at me, I'm jaywalking in Findlay. I mean, they have the wait thing, but geez, does it make you wait, my dude. Uh-oh. Just know you're safe in Findlay. They're on it. They are on it. This is the headquarters for Marathon Gas. Guys, the Marathon Petroleum Corporation. We are in its headquarters right now. The headquarters of Marathon Gas. This is what you see all over the United States. Here in Findlay, Ohio. It is a beautiful headquarters. Who would have thought that Findlay, Ohio was once an oil and gas juggernaut? When you think oil and gas, you think the Permian Basin. You think Texas, you think Oklahoma. You do not think Ohio, but there is a massive oil and gas presence here in Ohio. And here in Findlay, the worldwide organization Marathon is headquartered. In fact, a friend of mine works for two of the biggest organizations here in Findlay. One is Whirlpool and the other one is Marathon. Him and his wife work at both. So that's what I call a Findlay power couple right there. So that's cool. I'll do a tour of the Marathon headquarters. So here we are at the Marathon Petroleum headquarters based out of Findlay, Ohio. Very cool to see such a worldwide organization here in Findlay. So the more you know. Just another reason. Do you think that a bunch of people moved to Findlay, Ohio to work for Marathon and that Findlay is going to be quite boring? Yeah, I would say probably not. I would say that more than likely the town of Findlay has risen to the occasion of being such an important city and that they have a lot of stuff to do. Now, this big city vibe, or this slice of big city vibe, that's not Findlay. As soon as we get out of here, it's straight cornfields. It's straight cornfields and farmers, but I like that. Man, if there ain't some good people around here. You know what Findlay has? A plethora of good people. You know, more importantly, good values. Everyone I've spoken to here, whether it's I'm at a restaurant and it's the waitress or the people I've been here to work with, have been exceptional human beings. So, I was looking at Zillow. Guess how much a house goes for here? Keep in mind it's August 2024. Joe Biden is the president. We're at max inflation. I'm talking max inflation. So a house in Findlay is going to set you back about $300,000. If you want a newer house, about $400,000 to $500,000. And there are houses here that touch and crest $1 million. Quite a few. If you look at Zillow, there's a lot going on here. You even find like low-end housing. You could get some houses here for $150,000, $160,000. Now that tells you that there's a lot of demand for Findlay. Because I go to other towns like Terre Haute, Indiana, Muncie, Indiana, where $30,000 can get you a house. Sure, there's meth heads everywhere. but you got a house, you're a homeowner. Whereas they don't really have that problem here. So the housing value has gone way up. I want to take that back. If you're from Muncie or Terre Haute, those are beautiful neighborhoods. Muncie's got Ball State and McGalliard Road. Muncie's cool. Terre Haute's way better with Indiana State University. You know, Terre Haute is one of my favorite cities outside of Indianapolis. But this is about Findlay. Hey, it's Main Street Deli and Bar Arcade. This is the whole reason we came here, guys. This is it. This is Main Street Deli, Bar and Arcade. This shows up as one of the top attractions in Findlay. And I know there's so much more to Findlay than just this place, but obviously this place knows how to do Google Ads, and the other places got to learn. So I walked in, but you know, if I ain't gonna spend money, I shouldn't be taking videos in their establishment. So I didn't take any videos in there, but it was really cool, really chill. They have pinball machines and arcade machines. As I was walking in, a family with 2 young kids walked in. So it looks to be family friendly. So if you find yourself in Findlay, definitely give it a shot, you know what I'm saying? Look at that. Heck yeah. So this is just a tour of downtown Main Street Findlay. There's so much more. Where my hotel is, it's about 10 minutes away. You could easily do another tour there. They have everything. They have everything. Like every store, every type of restaurant, from, you know, Five Guys to Chili's to whatever you're into, they got. It's like chain food city, where you have stuff like Logan's Irish Pub. You know that's gonna be a banger. They also really respect their veterans here in Findlay. When I was at the Hancock County Fair, it was Veterans Day. All veterans got in for free. Everywhere you go around Findlay, you're going to see that they celebrate veterans. There's a ball factory here, and they have a giant water tower that celebrates veterans. So if you are a veteran, this town treats you like a gazillion bucks. And hey, that's good. Got an axe throwing company. They got Chase Bank, so I don't really see why they need any other bank. More cute restaurants down there. RCO Law. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this very brief yet hopefully informative tour of downtown Findlay. Like and subscribe if you like random stuff. Man, my channel is so random. I don't know how I got this many subscribers. I really don't. Because it's just like a hodgepodge of my life. This is my journal. I don't make very controversial statements. But one thing I'm working on right now is my review of this F-150 hybrid that I'm driving. Where it all started, folks. Isn't it a beautiful building? Instrument Care Center. I just don't get why this person had to park behind me. Got all those parking spots and decided to get right behind my big ass truck. Hope I don't ding ya. Hopefully you gave me enough space. Anywho, The Underground Railroad in Hancock County, the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 prompted an expansion of the Underground Railroad. Feel free to read this. And I hope you've enjoyed this tour of Findlay, Ohio. Take care, be safe. Consider liking, consider subscribing. Consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, and saying, hey, I live in Findlay, or hey, I'm thinking of going to Findlay, or hey, I live in Findlay, and you were completely wrong, bro. You were completely wrong. Anyway, have a good day. Take care. And look out for my review of the F-150 hybrid. This bad boy is getting 40 miles a gallon. Can you believe that?